Hello second year students, we are going to discuss about cultivation of thermophilic bacteria. So the name itself indicates they are lover of high temperature. So thermo, that is high temperature. They are the bacteria which grow very nicely at higher temperature. They are found in the places on the earth where there will be more amount of temperature, always found. Okay. So now we will see that at which places they are found on the earth. So they are found in a hot water spring, hot water springs, then also in geothermal vents where there will be extreme high temperature is found. Okay, and it is also found in certain you can say decay of plant material where there will be more amount of temperature inside, like compost. Okay, so these are the places where thermophilic bacteria are usually present. Okay, now we see that which are the bacteria called thermophilic in nature. Okay, so we will start a very important thing, that there are different categories of thermophilic bacteria. Okay, if thermophile is divided into different category: simple thermophiles, then extreme thermophiles, and hyperthermophiles. Okay, these are the main three categories of thermophilic bacteria. In case of simple thermophilic bacteria, they are found to grow at 50 to 64 degrees centigrade temperature. In case of extreme bacteria, they are found to grow in between 65 to 79 degrees centigrade temperature, and hyperthermophilic bacteria are growing at 80 degrees centigrade temperature. Okay, so these are the three categories of thermophilic bacteria on the basis of their specific temperature requirement. Now, hyperthermophilic bacteria are the bacteria which can never grow at less than 50 degrees centigrade temperature. They cannot grow at very low temperature. Then facultative bacteria are also there. Facultative, this category of bacteria can grow below 50 degrees centigrade temperature. So that is why they are called facultative thermophilic bacteria. They can also grow at less than 50 degrees centigrade temperature. Then there is another term, obligate thermophilic bacteria. Obligate thermophilic bacteria are the bacteria which can never grow at less than 50 degrees centigrade temperature. So this is about classification of thermophilic bacteria. Now we will see the genera of thermophilic bacteria which we are going to study. So there may be different archaea as well as bacteria which are found to be thermophilic in nature. Very first is our very well known species, Bacillus stereothermophilus. Which we usually require for checking of the completion of the sterilization in autoclaving. Now second is thermoactinomycete. Thermoactinomycete is the bacteria which are filamentous in nature, and they are included in the kingdom of phyla Actinomycetes. Then Thermotogales. Thermotogales is from Thermotoga. Okay, the genus is Thermotoga. Then Thermococcus, which is the genus. Then Desulfo-Thiovibrio. This is also the genus. Then comes Acinetobacter. This is also the genera. Then Desulfomicrobium. Desulfomicrobium, which is related with the sulfur metabolism. Our Pseudomonas and Sphygmonas. So these are various species and genera which are considered as thermophilic bacteria. Now these bacteria may be found in the places where there is more temperature. Okay. So it may be found in anaerobic sludge or in the compost or in the places like that. They may be found to have shape like they may be a rod shape, they may be spherical in shape, they may be oval shape, they may be Lactobacilli or they may be filamentous. Okay, so these are the various type of morphological forms they have. Now how to cultivate these thermophilic bacteria? Now there is no need to use any type of specific media ingredients. These are the bacteria which can thrive on normal carbon and nitrogen source. So we can prepare nutrient agar or nutrient growth for cultivating them, and also we can go for triticale soya agar. Okay, or triticale soya growth. Anything we can take. Okay. First of all, we will try to cultivate these organisms in the liquid media, then we will switch over to the solid media to get the individual pure culture and pure colony. Now how to grow them? First of all, we have to select 3 different temperatures. So at our laboratory level, we are going for these 3 temperatures, 37, then 55 degree centigrade temperature and 65 degree centigrade temperature. So we will have 3 different variations. Now first of all we inoculate the sample from the compost or from the anaerobic sludge or somewhere. Okay, then after sticking or after inoculating the media, suppose we are working with the N-cloth, we are inoculating the media with the proper sample, and then after we are placing 3 different plates at 3 different temperatures, 37, 55 and 65. Okay, and then after a week we are going to observe the growth of these organisms, and we will check for the turbidity. Okay, so the turbidity will indicate the presence of the bacteria and growth of bacteria. So we will see that in these 3 different tubes which are kept at different temperatures, in which tube we will have maximum amount of turbidity. So that temperature will be optimum for this bacteria. So suppose we have turbidity in temperature 55 degrees centigrade. Now what should we do? We have to take an agar plate and we will stick the envelope here, and again we will keep it for a week, and then after we will go for colony formation. Colony will be formed, and then after we will go for studying the colony. Okay. So after getting the colony, we will write down the colony characteristics, and then after after we will switch over to the gram staining. Now when we do gram staining, we are going to get two different ideas. We will check the gramness of the bacteria as well as the morphology of the bacteria. So after doing this much work, we are going to see the slide under microscope, and we are going to identify the bacteria on the basis of their morphological and colony characteristics. So first of all, we will write like this, that they are either gram positive or gram negative bacteria. Then we will write that what is their shape, either they are rods or foci or what. Okay, so that thing we will write, and after that we will go for the arrangement, how they are arranged. So either they are arranged singly or they are arranged in the groups or something like that, or chains. Okay, so that we will also mention, and then we will write about the color by which it is stained. So it may be purple color or it may be pink in color. So this much information we will get when we are doing microscopy of thermophilic bacteria. Okay, so then after we will go for the classification chart, and we are going to identify which genus is this for thermophilic bacteria. Okay, so this is the way how we are going to identify the genus of thermophilic bacteria. Okay.